What's up, y'all? Kendama, and I'm here with another Kendama unboxing. Today's unboxing is again another overview first impressions because I don't have an unbox because I got this at NACO. Right here I have the KUSA Luna, which is really awesome. This is not the craft version. This is one of the China-made KUSA Lunas, but nevertheless it's the same shape, so that's all good. I'm behind on this. This has been out for a really long time, but the homie at Kendama Depot, Michael, MJ's the best, and he let me snag this so I could do one of these reviews. So thank you, MJ. Now, KUSA's in this kind of interesting position right now where they have three really good shapes. This is one of them if we're talking about them in order. The Jet came out in 2022 during NACO, and this followed suit the year after, and a lot of their players love this shape. And then the Saga came out, and that is also a very good shape. People like those three shapes for different things, and personally for different tricks. I finally have this now, and we'll be able to do a full video, but let's focus on this today. So the Luna is like a slimmer, sleeker version of the Jet. It does lunars very well, and because it's a little bit thinner and a little bit more cut down in the size, it's a little bit more wieldy. The Jet's a big clobbering hammer thing. It feels like a force in your hand when you're playing it. Here's the Jet I've been playing since NACO 2022, and yeah, it is a chunky monkey. Even though size-wise, the height and stuff, they are pretty similar in all regards. It's literally just slimmed down in the serrato and in the sword just slightly, and those two differences enough give it just a wieldy feeling. Now, if you're used to playing the Jet, maybe you just like that chunky feeling, and that's really cool. But for those who thought the Jet was unwieldy or felt a little big in the hands, the Luna was a really good option. One of the big major differences too between the Luna and the Jet, other than the slimmed down sword and serrato, is we got a double beveled balance hole right there, which looks very nice and very sweet. Whether or not it's helping extra with the lunars could be, whatever, but I do think it's a good way to kind of reduce the weight while keeping a lot of the weight in this area right here. So I think there's a science behind being able to keep a little bit more weight in the base cap while still retaining your lunar balance, and that bevel might be it. But as you can see, the amount of base cup that is gone is maybe a little bit more on the Jet. Again, that's because it's bigger. The ratio wise, I think they're pretty similar. I had a lot of people telling me to pick this shape up, and for those exact reasons is that those people tried the Jet and didn't think it was for them, and then as soon as they pick this up, they were like, yo, this is the best thing ever. And I'm like, all right, I'll get around to it, and I'm finally around to it, and I can see why. The in-hand feeling is really nice. Even this beach Ken right here, all the angles feel good. I've always been a really big fan of their ring style and how sharp it feels. When you're grabbing right here, it just feels really solid. One thing that is kind of interesting though is this handle stall. Because it's thinner right here, it is stooped down a lot more, at least in my opinion, than the Jet. As you can see on the Jet, it has a little bit more of a relaxed slope right there on the handle stall. So we'll see if the Jet or the Luna has better handle stalls, but I don't know. I can't really tell right now. Typically this big steep thing right here isn't the best thing, but we'll see. I'll try it out. In terms of cup sizes, let's see if they changed those at all, but I highly doubt they did. The cup sizes, big cups are the same. The cup sizes in the small cups are pretty much the same. And then the base cup on the Jet might be slightly bigger, but honestly, it might just be the outer diameter. The inner diameters seem pretty similar, but the Jet might be a little bit bigger. Let's go throw a Tama on this and see how it does. All right, now we got a Hicks Tama on here. Beautiful Hicks Tama. On this Luna, oh, okay, yeah. That lunar sits really nicely on there. Yeah, so as you can see, that lunar bounce is good. You can adjust from here to here. Obviously, that's some of the paint doing work, but yeah, those are your adjustments right there. A couple lunar flips that I'll do really quick. It's pretty easy to hit your lunars. It's kind of just smacking on there. So the lunars are OP on the Luna. I'd hope so. It's called the Luna. The trays feel pretty nasty on here too. I'm really used to trays. Trays an automatic for me now. And when I'm basing lunar tricks off of a Kendama, I'm typically doing trays in as well as lunars, and the trays are just automatic on this thing. So lunar bounce is pretty solid on this so far. In terms of the Ken flips, they are really similar to the Jets. You don't get that hunk of weight coming this way, but it still flips pretty much the same way, but a little bit less aggressive, I would say. The Jet has, again, that chunk in the hand. This is a little bit more light on the hands. The 3 Ken up is still pretty much the same as the Jet, or pretty comparable, at least in my opinion. The juggles are also the same as well. The flips just feel really, really nice on the Luna. Taking on the ratio of the Serato and the Sword has so far been really, really good ratios that they've taken away, and it still keeps that just flippability of the Jet, at least in my opinion. Again, it could be mine. Some people might have different experiences, but on this one, the flippability is pretty good so far. I'm not good at, again, hand stall or ring stall, but it's on there. They feel really good. The ring stall on the Jet, I've never understood why it was so good, but it is pretty decent. Same here on the Luna. The Luna ring stall is the same. And then this steepness right here, it looks good right now. You see me pull a couple up, but yeah, it looks okay right now. Taps is what I'm worried about. In terms of taps on this, the taps are like super doable, but it's not like bouncy. The Saga and the Jet have some of the bounciest taps I've ever seen in Kendama ever. And these do taps pretty well. With the differences between the two, the Luna does the taps. It just doesn't come back and forth as fast or as bouncy as those two shapes, but that doesn't mean the taps aren't doable. The taps are super doable just compared to its brother Ken's. It's not as good. Now, in terms of slings, the Jet was really, actually really, really good for slings, and this also follows suit. The space is actually bigger, so if you have bigger hands, you might like this a little bit more for the slings, but my 3-3s are coming up really, really nicely. In terms of being able to PR on it, again, I'd probably choose other Kendamas, but not every Kendama needs to be a PR slinger Kendama, but the slingers are super, super doable. In terms of the fast slow, we'll check it out really quick. If I fast slow right now, it's probably gonna come off pretty easily, but yeah. So if I try to go slow, fast, slow, I really have to grip onto it, which is totally fine. If you have to grip on tightly for your slingers and it's at least still coming around and still being able to do your multiples, it's gonna be doable. The stall points are probably just as good as the Jet 2. I would be very surprised if they weren't, but yeah, the ring stall, all that stuff. Underbirds are gonna get locked in. This nice ring stall is locking in right here to your Tama, and it feels really, really nice and solid as a contact point. Overall, I'm really pleased with this. It is another option that is similar to the Jet, but if you didn't like the Jet, this would probably be the way to go. The only two differences though is it's not gonna tap, and then it flips a tad bit slower, at least in my opinion, comparative to the Jet. So it will flip, doesn't tap as good, and flips a little bit slower. But for lunars and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure KUSA uses this for his lunars and stuff, and KUSA's disgusting with the warps and the lunars and stuff. This is a very, very solid offering from Kendama USA. I don't think it's innately bad to have 3 really, really good shapes. Picking one might be a shot in the foot because you just have so many good options. The Luna is a very, very good option for people who want to try to get into KUSA and don't like big shapes. I also know a lot of people live and die by this. You're like, oh, craft Luna, I'm gonna go get one. Oh, yeah! And that's really, really awesome. And I'm glad they found their shape for them. So a lot of good things about this Luna. And as I play it more, I can't wait to, finally do the comparative 3 video to all of them. So yeah, that's it for this video. Not a lot else to say about this. If you have a Luna, let me know what you think down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, hit post notifications so you can be one of the first to watch these videos when they come out. And obviously sharing the video goes a long way for the channel. This is KendramaCo, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.